In this video, we're going to take a look at a few new lights by Magicshine. The first one is the new EVO 1700 SD. They've made a light similar to this, but what's unique about this one is it's compatible with Shimano Di2 levers. So if you have Shimano Di2, you can switch it from high to low using your Di2 levers. This is a pretty simple operation, and it's an under the bar mount. So it's very compact, which is what makes these lights pretty unique. Also, what makes them unique is the beam pattern. It's a square beam pattern that has a defined cutoff on the sides and on the top, so you're not blinding people on the sidewalk and you're not blinding cars, and you can focus the beam exactly where you want it. It's a pretty simple operation. First of all, I will mention that it's a USB-C charge. So there's your charge port. Of course, it does come with a USB-C cable. And then there's a button on the other side that is your power button and to control the beam. So I'm not going to put this directly at the camera, but all I have to do is hold that down for a couple seconds. The light will come on. And then as I keep pushing the button, it's going to cycle between the different brightnesses, which there's 3 on high and 3 on low. To switch it between high and low, you just double tap that button. And the difference between high and low, and we'll go outside and test this, but the high beam basically throws the beam higher. Everything else looks the same. It's just the beam is higher so that when there's no cars coming, you can put it on high and see more in front of you, and then of course put it on low when there's a car coming, and that way you're not blinding the cars. And this one, by the way, has up to an 11-hour runtime on low, and then on high, it's about 2 hours. This was sent to me to review, and the one that I was sent did not have a bracket, but it's compatible, as you can see, with a GoPro style mount. And then Magicshine makes mounts like this. I've used quite a few of these by Magicshine because I like having my Garmin on the top and then either a GoPro underneath or a light. So you can pick up these brackets. Now, the 1700 that they sell one in a kit that has a bracket. So this is a brand new light. Like, it's just coming out. I don't know what options they're going to offer, but check it out. If you already have a GoPro mount, then obviously you don't need one. But if you don't, you may want to pick one of these up. The other light that I want to show you is a safety light that has some really cool features. It's the Seemee Mag 50. So here's the box for the Seemee Mag 50, by the way, that I'm about to show you. And this is the box that the 1700 EVO 1700 SD came in. And both of these, by the way, that I'm showing you are IPX6 waterproof. So they will work in the rain, no problem. So this is the Seemee Mag 50. It's got a couple of pretty unique features. First of all, it can be used in the front or the back. So you can have a white or a red pattern or color, I should say. And the way that you use this is you just hold the button down for a couple seconds. It'll come on. So right now I've got it in kind of a red flash. Every time I push the button, it's just going to go to a different mode. And then it's got a solid that's a low, a solid that's a high, and then kind of a pulse. If you want to switch it to white, all you have to do is double tap the button. There you go. And similar types of patterns. You got a solid, you got a pulse, you got a flash. Now the reason it's called mag is because the bracket that it comes with, and by the way, this magnetic bracket that I'm about to show you does twist out. So this can go on your handlebar, it can go on your seat post, it can go on your frame. And all you have to do to put this in the bracket is hold it up like that. And it just snaps right in. And then to get it out, you do have to push on these tabs. So the magnet is probably strong enough so it would never come out, but it does have tabs, so you have to push those down to get it out. Another cool feature about this light is it will sync with another one. So whether you have someone in your group that has this light or you have the light on yourself and on your bike, it will sync the pattern. Now they have to be in the same pattern. Like this one can't be in pulse and this one in flash. So let's go to a flash. Well, we'll do the pulse. And then if I put this one in the same pulse mode, they will sync with each other. And the reason that's helpful is, let's say you have one on your backpack and one on your bike. A car is not going to see just a bunch of random lights flashing all over the place. It's going to be synced together so it's easier to pick up. And likewise, hypothetically, if you were in a group ride and everybody had one of these, they'd all be synced together, because as long as they're in proximity, they will sync. So I thought that was a really cool feature. Let's go to kind of a flash there. So you can see those are flashing at this exact same rate. So that is the Seemee Mag 50. Now let's go outside. I want to show you the 1700. I want to show you the beam pattern, and I'm going to compare it. In fact, I'll start off by showing the Ray 2600, just so you can see that this is a more of a flood pattern. Even though this is a 2600 lumen light, you'll see that the 1700 is just about as bright. This is the light that I've been using for commuting for quite a while now. So this light that I'm showing now is the Ray 2600 that's got a wider beam pattern. And that tree, for reference, is about 100 feet away, maybe a little bit further. So it's a pretty good ways out there. Now switching over to the new EVO 1700, that's low, that's medium, that's high. Now you can see kind of the square pattern, so there's a defined cutoff on the side. I'll kind of move this around so you can see that. And then I'm going to double tap the button, and you'll see it throws a higher beam. That's medium, and that's high. And so you can see that really defined line at the top and on the sides. So I'm going to move that up and down there so you can see there. So it's 1700 lumens, very bright and very compact. Okay, so two new light options from Magicshine. The EVO 1700 SD, which is now compatible with Shimano Di2 shifters for controlling the beam, high to low. And then the new Seemee Mag 50 for safety, can be used as a front or rear. I'll put an affiliate link with a discount code down below if you're interested in checking these out. Any questions or comments that you have, drop those below. Thanks for watching.